Derek Lowe came out. I don't know if you saw the article on MLB.com wrote, and he was. It sounds like he's upset that at least his name is being mentioned. And I said earlier today, I said, I can't imagine that a veteran such as Derek Lowe, or anybody in that matter, would be surprised that their name comes up in trade talks. And he seemed to be upset just because I guess he said if he wouldn't have signed there if he'd known after 1 year the team might be looking to trade him. And from the Braves' perspective, do you have any reaction at all to what he said?
I do have a reaction, and I obviously I understand a player of Derek's caliber and stature being upset by having his name, in every media outlet, on the air, in print, whatever, on the internet, on blogs. After a while, it has to get to you. Not appreciated, and so on and so forth. I understand all that, and I think I know he's a very intelligent guy, smart enough to understand there is a business aspect of baseball, which we talked about before, and clubs are obligated to do what they think is the best thing, and to suggest that that's the only conversation we've had with clubs is wrong. It's inaccurate. We as you guys would know and expect, you take a full scattergun approach when you're trying to lay out what are the best trade options for you. And my God, now you can't. It's impossible to keep anything out of the media now. If there's a conversation between two people, it's going to be in the media. Nobody tries to make these things public, but it's just the environment we live in now. So, we have to have a sort of an understanding. But I also understand his personal feelings that he's expressed in the articles today.
But along those lines, is it simple that to assume that the Braves know that having 6 legitimate Major League starters in your rotation and knowing the desire to improve the offense, one can do the math? I mean, it's simple logic. No one has to have the inside info to figure out that someone would be shopped from the Braves rotation.
No, I understand that, but when it is when you happen to be the one that the focus of the attention is, I think any of us would feel somewhat, whether to whatever degree, somewhat unsettled or bothered or unhappy by the fact that yours happens to be the name that is suggested in all of these articles or all of these comments and shows to be traded. And after a while, okay, enough already. I understand Derek's feelings about that, but he also, again, I'm sure understands the business of baseball and can do the math in terms of 6 starting pitchers into 5 spots. Doesn't go, and whether it's he or whoever that Frank Wren and his staff decide they're going to trade now or in spring training, that'll be a function of getting the best deal for the Atlanta Braves. That's what it'll be.